Okay, this is how we speed model a base mesh in Maya. First, I create a cube, spacebar, I tap spacebar at the front view, I go to my vertex selection, I select the bottom vertices, I switch to the scale tool, shortcut is R, and then I press F to focus on those two vertices selected, and I'll just scale them along this axis, horizontal axis, and we have that shape for the pelvis. Spacebar, spacebar, or tap spacebar on perspective. Then I'll switch to my face selection, click that face, switch to the extrude tool, drag it up to extrude, and type in 3 for the subdivisions. That will be the stomach, ribs, and chest. Then I will switch to the selection tool, press Q, and then once more I'll switch to the extrude, and this time I will click the square ones or the scale handles, and then I'll click this middle handle here for the scale for the inset extrusion, and then I'll press Q to switch to the selection tool, press W to drag up and have the shoulder. Then I will hold the extrude tool again, and then I will just do another extrude up here, and then again I'll type in 3, press enter, 3 divisions, press Q for the selection tool, and then now I have this is the neck and the lower and the upper portions of the head, and then I'll select this 2 polygons for the face. I'll just press extrude and drag it forward along this axis, and that's going to be the head. Pressing Q to switch to the selection tool, I'll go for the arms. I'll select this portion, tap spacebar at the front view. I'll just choose extrude to bring out the shoulder first, and then press Q, press the vertex selection, then press W, select these corner vertices here, drag it, drag this there. Now I will go to my face selection, tap spacebar, go to the perspective, select the bottom selection here, bottom face there, and then I'll just choose extrude. I'll drag it to that normal's direction, the blue axis there, and then I will type in 8 in the divisions. 8, that's what I need for the arms. And then I will just press the selection tool or press Q, and there it is. I'll do the same for the legs. I'll select this, I'll go and drag it down with the extrude, normal's direction, pressing W to switch to the move tool, because now I need to drag it down here, push it here so that it doesn't hit the arms, pressing R to flatten the polygons to this direction, down right there. I'll drag along the x-axis or this horizontal direction so that it widens again. W for move tool, drag this here. Okay, so now all I need to do is do another extrude, and then I will just drag this all the way down, and then I will just type in the divisions 7, because we need 8 divisions for the leg. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then I'll just choose the move selection tool, spacebar there, and then I will select this do another extrude, drag it forward. This time I'll just set it to 2 divisions, which makes the ankles, the instep, and the toes. Switch to the move tool. Next is I need to do the same at the other side. The best thing to use is the multi-cut tool. I'll go to the multi-cut tool here, click this, and then I'll just hold Control and Shift. As you can see, it is now snapping. By holding Control and Shift, it is now snapping and showing percentages of its location. I will choose 50% so that it will be at the middle. Now I will click and it cuts all around. Next thing is I'll switch to the selection tool, pressing Q. I will select one polygon or face. I will hold Shift and double click the next one to it. There. Now I can just press delete, and I can now delete these two. Delete. So the next thing to happen is I will go to my object level selection. I will go to my edit, just making sure that you have your object selected, your model selected. I will go to edit, duplicate special. I'll choose the settings here, and then I'll set it to the following: instance, parent, and down here on the translate, rotate, and scale, I will go to the scale slot. On the first box here, I will type in -1. Then the number of copies will just be 1, and I will click apply. After I click apply, I'll choose close. As you can see, the duplicate has already appeared. So the next thing to do for me is I will just select these two objects here, because this is the original and this is the duplicate. I'll select them, W for move, hold Shift, and I'll just drag it across, or I will just drag it along this horizontal axis. So this is the shortcut for duplicating. Okay, Shift, click, and drag. So the next thing to happen is I will now combine this. This duplicate is to be combined and used as backup. I'll go to my mesh, and I can choose combine. I can click it here also directly, combine, and they are now combined. I will switch to the vertex selection. I will select all of the vertices of this combined object. And after I select all of the vertices of this combined object, as you can see here, there it is, the number of vertices. I'll go to edit mesh, and I will choose merge. Observe the number of vertices, how much it will change. And it got less because some vertices are now merged together. And then I'll just switch to the selection tool, switch to the object level selection, and now I will start doing the cleaning up or organization of my outliner. Okay, so I will select the two of these objects here, and I will go to my edit, delete all by type history. So now all of those extra objects are deleted there. Now I can just select this object. I will rename it base mesh level 01. And then I can select this extra object and delete it. Now here I can delete the other half because I will still be remodeling. And I can now name this. I can just copy this name, and I can select this one or double click it and paste that name, and I will choose base mesh original or orig, pressing enter. So now those are my base objects. Now I will save the whole file. I'll go to file, I'll choose save scene as, I'll go to my folder, My folder is going to be named like so. MA 209, sorry, 206. That's our subject. And then there's my underscore, last name and first name. So I will name this plate 01. That is it. I'll just choose save. So that's how we do our plate number 1 in less than 10 minutes.